What do you think has been the most instrumental factor in your growth? If you had to talk to a group of young men and they said to you, Gucci, what's the one thing that was the biggest factor in your growth? What would you say it was?
My wife. Get married, find somebody who gonna, if you can find you a wife, man, you found a great thing, especially a good one, who gonna like, hold you to a high standard and push you to be your best self. Yep. She the best one. That's like the most deciding factor. I couldn't have did it without her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight up.
What do you think you'd be now if you didn't go to jail that last time?
I think I'd be in jail for murder. When I was going down that street, I finna bust somebody ass. I wasn't going down the street to play no game. I was coming down there to handle my business. When they texted me that I was pussy and all that, I walked down that street to handle my business, and that's why they called the police. I wasn't coming to play.
Yeah.
You don't knock on nobody's door, and there's 4 or 5 people in there who you know. You ain't knocking on that door. You know they scrap.
Yeah.
You ain't playing.
And
they call the police in they trap house. How you call your police in a trap house? On one person, I thought I'm an artist.
Yeah.
I walked down there, y'all texting all this gangster shit. I walked down there, knock on the door. They call the police. And tell me, Gucci, you better go on. We done called the law. You done called the law. What kind of shit this is? I thought we was finna have a gunfight. You was just texting me. I'm a pussy. But when I walked down here, Gucci gone. We done called the law. So yeah, I probably would. If they wouldn't allow me up, I was gonna bust one of theirs. That was gonna happen. They know it too.
Why do you feel like you had so much to prove back then? Was it because you was running by them street rules?
Man, I was just making bad choices, man. Bad choices. I told you I had like a set of rules. I felt like I had a studio. Somebody had broken my studio. It was my partners, my own friends. They did it repeatedly. So that's how it all started. When I go to straighten them about, breaking the studio, they start talking gangster. So when I walked to confront them, they called the police on me. That's how it went. Because the studio was right down the street. So we seen them on the camera stealing shit. So when I called them, how you bring the camera back, y'all stealing shit, what the hell going on? They get cock out their mouth. What you do? I got money. You think I gotta steal something from you? I can bring that little shit back. Da-da-da-da-da. You ain't gonna do nothing. You on house arrest anyway. They just talking shit. So I just said to myself, fuck house arrest, fuck everything. I'm finna go down here and just scrape my business. And they called the police and I end up in prison. So I know I would, because I had already had in my mind I'm coming down here to shoot somebody.
Mm-hmm. I mean, in a way, they did you a favor, though.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. They did themselves a favor, too, though.
Yeah. God was with both of y'all, clearly.
God was with them.
And knowing what you know now, what would you say to the old Gucci if you could go back in time? Would you tell him to change anything? Or do you feel like you had to go through all of that to get to this?
There's a lot of relationship I felt like I should have nurtured. I could have probably did better. A lot of things I could have did better. There's a whole bunch of stuff I did wrong. If I could do it over, I would did it better. But I just say, all the people who forgave me for the shit I did to them, man, I appreciate them. I won't have no friends.
None.